everyone, and a very warm welcome to NTUC Learning Hub webinar for Skills Future Month 2021. My name is Karen. It's a pleasure to be here. Now, Skills Future Singapore and NTUC Learning Hub are proud to present this online learning experience to help you upskill for a better life as well as a better career. So, of course, thank you so much to each and every single one of you for joining us early. The webinar will be starting soon. And while waiting for the others to join us, you may visit www.skillsfuturemonth.sg to find out more about the upcoming free webinars that you can also sign up for. Also, do stay all the way till the end because we do have a post-webinar survey, and 2 participants who complete this survey will stand to win $10 fair price online vouchers. Now, for the busy professionals who prefer learning at your own pace, NTUC Learning Hub has made learning accessible anytime, anywhere through our online learning platform, LHub Go. And in celebration of NTUC's 60th anniversary, NTUC Learning Hub continues to provide care and protection to members by providing upskilling opportunities. So all NTUC members, you get to enjoy the exclusive LHub Go Grow 60 to support your lifelong learning journey anytime, anywhere. For a limited time only, instead of paying the usual price of $26 per year, NTUC members can now enjoy 60 popular courses for just $6 per year. For more information, simply click on the website link that's going to be put up in the chat box to find out more. I will be returning shortly to start the session. Meanwhile, sit back, relax, and we'll see you soon. Once again, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us here. My name is Karen. It's a pleasure to be here with you, and a very warm welcome to Skills Future Month 2021. Now, Skills Future Month brings forth an exciting myriad of opportunities for you to discover how you can enhance your skill set and employability. With more than 130 interactive learning opportunities lined up especially for you, you will enjoy unparalleled access to a wealth of knowledge from our network of partners. So whether you are looking for a job, upgrading skills, to give yourself that competitive edge, Skills Future Month is the perfect opportunity for you now to get a head start in your lifelong learning journey. Now, the events also provide easy access to information on how Skills Future and the SG United Jobs and Skills Package can help you to stay relevant in the new economy today. Now, Skills Future Singapore and NTUC Learning Hub are glad to present to you these exciting online learning experiences. Also, everybody, do stay all the way till the end because we do have a post-webinar survey where 2 lucky participants who complete the survey will stand to win $10 fair price online vouchers. Now, today we have with us Kelly, who is an actor certified trainer and accredited tester for ICDL Asia in Singapore. Drawing on her work experience in several industries and adult training in various capacities, Kelly is also responsible for several vocational training programs for people with disabilities, ranging from information technology to work preparation and soft skills modules. A firm believer in the power of learning, she is passionate about transforming learners via fun and interactive training workshops towards empowering oneself. And today we're delighted to have her sharing more about understanding the hype of digital marketing. So feel free to ask questions via the Q&A function at any time, and Kelly will do her best to address your concerns. So without further ado, I'll hand the time over to Kelly. Kelly, please.
Hello, everyone. Yes, good afternoon to all those that have met and never met before. And thank you, Karine, for your wonderful introduction. So once again, welcome to our Skills Future webinar here. And yes, I'm going to talk about digital marketing. So let me share screen here. Okay, so that's our topic today, and we're going to talk about, yes, understanding the hype of digital marketing. So be it whether you have dwelled with marketing activities already or not, or you are looking into starting your own business and looking at opportunities to beef up your business online itself, okay, or you are looking to, yes, understand what is this digital marketing all about, just to fill in the knowledge gap that you are looking to improve yourself, to upgrade yourself, yeah, you are in the right seminar. Okay, so myself, my name Kelly, my surname is Ling. I'm associate trainer with NTUC LearningHub. Yep, some of you may have seen me training classroom session, or maybe some of you have already come to my classes. Okay, let me show here what's our webinar objectives today. So I hope, yes, I understand that it's a cloudy day. It's been raining since this morning, right? Yep. Stay with me. And if you just had your lunch, feel free to bring over your coffee or tea so that you can stay awake. Yeah. So for our webinar today, our objective, okay, is to, yes, I'll share with you what are some of the essential concepts and skills related to this digital marketing itself. Yeah, what's the hype about it? Why is everybody spending time and wanted to know more about what is digital marketing? Okay, so if you're coming from ground zero, yes, you are in the right webinar. Then I also share with you some tips, okay, regarding having a web presence for your business. So if you are starting new, does it mean that if you have a business, you must have a website? Yeah, so maybe these are some of the considerations you will be thinking of. And maybe after the webinar itself, it will give you a better idea whether you should come on board to have a web presence for now, okay? And we'll also explore some of the social media platforms out there that you can market your business. Yeah, so of course, there are a lot of social media platforms, but we are not going to mention all, okay? So we're going to just make mention some of them and what to look out for, or how to help you to select what kind of social media platforms is suitable for you. We also talk about some insight tools, yes, to evaluate your marketing activities. Why? Because what for you spend so much time and effort and even money, right? And then at the end of the day, if your sales did not increase, so how can you, yes, pump up your marketing activities? Where are your weaknesses and how you can improve yourself? So all these insights tools will help you to have a better idea and a better sensing in the digital world, okay, and will allow you to know your customers better. And of course, we'll look at some of the various courses that's related to our digital marketing topic itself so that you can go and deepen your knowledge. Yes, go and upskill yourself depending what stage you are at now, right? Whether you're coming from ground zero or you don't know a little or you already practicing in the market itself. And lastly, maybe some of the grants and schemes out there that will be helpful to you. Yeah, why not? Okay, so I will share with you all this in our webinar today. Okay, let's see. So let's have some ground rules here. I see that we have like, wow, 345 participants. Okay, so just a note for you guys to know that all your mic and your video actually will be muted in this webinar. Yeah, it's different from attending your Zoom classes whereby you can unmute yourself. So here you can, okay? Any questions that you have, you can reserve it till the end at our Q&A session, or you can also, yes, type in the Zoom chat box, which some of you are typing now, but you can't see what everyone else is typing because only to the panelists, yes, okay? So we can see, but we may not be able to reply immediately. So do keep your question, hold it there, and we'll address it once we get to it, okay? And may I also request mutual respect for the discussions and opinions here. Why? Because yes, even though we are called digital marketing, okay, we are very much in a way, I would say, marketing class, yes, business class to share with you on some case studies. We'll talk about some brand names, organization names, okay, product names and services names, okay, but all this content that is discussed in this webinar it's only meant for learning purposes. Yes, okay, so they are not part of endorsement that Kelly is being paid to talk about them, or neither is LHub. Who is LHub? NTUC LearningHub, paid to mention their name. Okay, so we are not endorsed or sponsored by any of these organizations. Yeah, disclaimer here first. Okay, so let me share with you, starting from our section 1 here. Okay, just now we mentioned, I'll share with you on the essential concepts and the skills related, okay, to the fundamentals of digital marketing. That means the basic of digital marketing. What is it all about? And what are some of the, I would say, some of the vocabulary or the jargons that maybe I'll try to put it in layman term so that you can understand better. So every time when I kickstart, people always think that, oh, digital marketing is something very sophisticated, very complicated. Actually, no. And some people will just think that, digital marketing is just putting things online and sell. Also, no. Okay, so I just want to clarify some of the misconception or maybe some of the wrong ideas out there. I would always want to kickstart with, think about it first. Okay, what is marketing? Some people equate marketing to equal to sales. I would say not so much. Okay, marketing itself, whatever that you do, the activities that you plan, okay, will help you to increase your sales. That means eventually lead to higher sales if you do plan them properly. Yeah, so it's not equal to sales. Okay, so I would encourage all of you to think of marketing as if it's like Sun Tzu art of war. Yes, you know Sun Tzu? In Chinese, we call it Sun Tzu Bing Fa. Sun Tzu is a very famous general in ancient China, right? So his job, what is his job? His job scope is just to plan. Yes, so he's like a strategist. Okay, he plans strategies for the emperor to ensure that, okay, whatever that they have planned can help them to beat the enemy in the warfare. Yeah, to win back territories and all this in ancient China. So he will tell the emperor, okay, how many horses to deploy, how many, what kind of weapons he will need, and then how many soldiers, and then how many soldiers to park in which area, by the river bank and by the mountain area and all this stuff. So he will plan all these strategies. So what about marketing in modern world now? Same, okay? You are also planning strategies. And most of the time, I would say your strategies will revolve around the 4 Ps. Yes. Okay, but before I get to all these 4 Ps, maybe we can take a poll here first. Okay, let me understand whether, like, I can't see all of you, right? 300 overall of you. So can you maybe help me to understand my audience here, you guys, whether you have some marketing background? So shall we take a poll here? Yeah, so based on the questions that I've put, so you can just vote. Let me know whether you have or you are familiar with marketing activities, or you have little experience because you're coming from ground zero, or totally no experience at all. Or I have some that will come and just say hi to me. Yes, that's why I put it under others. No, of course, you may have other reasons, okay? So 75% voted. So all of this, wow. So most of you, I would see 40% of you has no experience with marketing activities. Some are familiar already. Okay, maybe you are here to prep up with some other knowledge that, maybe some gaps you are filling up. Yep. And little experience. So though I would say, if you come with little experience and no experience, this is the correct webinar for you. Then you will understand. I'll try to put in layman term for you to understand easier. Okay. Yes. Let's end our poll here. Okay. So we'll stop the results here. So let me share with all Okay, be it whether you know or you don't know much about marketing itself. So the basic of marketing basically revolves around planning of strategies, okay, in this modern world. And it revolves around these 4 Ps. Yes. Okay, what are the Ps? Of course, there's more. Eventually, it evolves to 5 Ps, 6 Ps, 7 Ps, 8 Ps, 9 Ps. Oh, that's the guru of marketing. He will tell you all this. Okay, but here that is Kotler lah. Okay, but here we just start with from the beginning, the 4 Ps itself. So when we're talking about product, okay, what product are you having now? Which includes also services. And you need to know the unique selling point of your product, which we call it USP. So for example, if you're an insurance agent, okay, so your product actually is what? The policies out there, right? The insurance policy that you are trying to promote. But as an agent, you also provide the service. The service of what? The service of explaining the product to your customers. Yes, you will have to tell your customers what is so unique about this policy that is coming up or that has came up. And why should they part their money to invest in this policy or to buy this policy from you, correct? So you have to know the unique selling point of this policy itself. That, oh, no, in the next 5 years, you don't have to worry because no, the money that you park inside and then later on, it will generate interest on its own and blah, 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 okay? And you help your clients to explain all these unique selling point, which it will help them to decide. Yes. And eventually, if they choose to buy your product, that's where you will beat your competitor, right? And your sales will go up. So that's how, when you're talking about product itself, you need to know the USP, unique selling point of your product. Is your product a new product in the market? Or is it an existing product that people have forgotten over time and you are trying to remind people again? Okay. Or it could be, some unique product that you can complement with your existing product. Okay. Promotion, we talk about promotional strategies. I think many of you will be very familiar if you do some shopping out there. Okay, like my favorite shop, Watson. Yeah. Okay, you will see Watson, Guardian having quite similar promotion strategies, such as buy 2, get 1 free, right? Or they may have what? Buy the what they call it, the mix and match. Yes. So you may choose 3 items within the same range. And then what you do is you pay for 2 of the higher price ones. Then the least price one may come free. Yeah. Okay. And mainly, most of the promotional strategies will be highly tied to what we call pricing strategies. Yes, because all of them has to do with lesser price, better offers, discounts, and all this. Is there anything solely just pricing strategy? Yes. Think of the brick and mortar shop. You have what? Daiso. Yeah. I think Daiso, it's very smart. You just need to go in Daiso, pick up a basket, walk 1 round. No need to think very hard. Whatever you throw into the basket, everything is $2. Yeah. So that eliminates you, or not eliminate totally, but it helps to shorten your decision-making process as a consumer. Okay. So you can end up just walking to the cashier and you will be paying $50. Okay, so that's the pricing strategy of Daiso. But some people may also associate, wow, all Daiso products will come from Japan. Is it true? May not, right? So if you read the fine print, not all are made in Japan, because Daiso is a Japanese concept, but it doesn't mean that all their products come from Japan, right? Yeah. And how about place? Yes, where you place, or we talk about the location or the distribution of your products. Like for certain products and services out there, where is it placed doesn't really matter. For example, if you are an insurance agent and you stay in Pasir Ris, if your client call you from Tuas and say, hey, I would like to buy insurance for my company, okay, but I'm in Tuas, can you make a trip here? You will still travel all the way from Pasir Ris to Tuas to close the deal, correct? So the place doesn't really matter. But maybe for certain products, let's say some instant noodle, okay, mala flavor, instant noodle. And you find that, hey, it's selling very well in Singapore. I also want to go and market in Malaysia. Sure, next door is Malaysia, right? So what happened? You just go and pump your money and then you want to market in all over Malaysia. May not be a good idea. Why? Because Malaysia, the one that we are very familiar with, is the western part of Malaysia. That's where you have Johor, Ipoh, okay, and all the way to Penang, correct? I would say most of us have similar food preferences, okay, and we also have similar taste bud in a way, okay. So whatever that sells well here may also sells, I would say may also be well received in the western part of Malaysia. But if you market this to eastern Malaysia, such as Sabah, Sarawak, maybe it doesn't sell as well. Why? Because yes, the eastern part of Malaysia, the food culture, the food preference, the taste buds is different. Okay, so for a large country like this, the place where do you distribute your product does matter. Okay. Then there's also another P that is very important. Yeah, but people tend to forget. This is the other P. Okay, yes. What do you think it is? Some people call it people, yes. Or we call it target audience, yes. And also what? Prospects. In digital marketing, we call them prospects. Yeah. And also target market. So all these are the various names given basically to the people or to the consumers that you want to talk to, whom your product is aimed at. So while having all these P's tied up together, okay, that's where you synchronize them to show to your people, okay? All the, just now, the product, the place, okay, the promotion, everything synchronized together to talk to the right people, and that's where they understand your product better and may choose to buy your product over your competitors. And that's how, with your marketing efforts, your sales will increase, okay? Then what about, we talk about digital marketing. Yeah, so what is digital marketing? So it's the same concept, I would say, okay, put in layman term, easier to understand. That means you're packing all your marketing strategies, activities, or campaign, we call it, pack it online, yes, put it into the internet world. So that's why there's also similar terms. People call it online marketing, internet marketing. It's the same thing, yes, as our digital marketing. What is it? The main goal is you want to promote and sell, yes, your product or services using online channels, okay? And then, yes, also utilizing a set of techniques and technologies out there to help you. So later we'll see what are some of the online channels for you to have a quick understanding. And eventually, what do we want? Of course, is this. Ready? The ka-ching, ka-ching, right? Because we hope to generate more sales for our product, okay? So let me play a quick video here. This video is by InMobi. Who are they? They are like a advertising agency, you call it, okay? They help to plan a campaign or social media campaign, any sorts of campaign, marketing campaign itself, okay, for big and small company. So you can check out and let's see how big scale digital marketing can go, okay? By using, yes, online channels and using the correct techniques and technology to help you. So sit back, relax, and watch the video.
For over 2 decades, L'Oreal has been synonymous with the prestigious Cannes Film Festival, and with Deepika Padukone as the global brand ambassador at Cannes 2018, L'Oreal was set to rule the red carpet yet again. In its 21st year at the gala event, L'Oreal launched #Summer Escape, the latest in its infallible collection, with an inclusive shade range for Indian skin tones. But the world's largest beauty brand wanted to bring the glamour of Cannes by effectively deploying a personalized consumer experience to distant female audiences in India. L'Oreal leveraged the power of mobile technology to deliver an interactive and immersive ad experience. Through the ad, L'Oreal aimed to drive a retail experience for consumers right in their palms and in the comfort of their current location, encouraging users to get Deepika's red carpet look. So, how did the ad work? Through its built-in facial recognition software, the ad unit identified the contours of a user's face. Once the facial features were captured, a carousel of the #Summer Escape lipstick collection allowed users to experiment with various shades of the collection on themselves and instantaneously live the looks. If the user liked a certain color, she could click and browse the L'Oreal mobile website, or share the look on social media, or browse complete range on L'Oreal website. The brand drove phenomenal engagement with millennials, fashionistas, and mobile-savvy women across India. Within a span of 20 days, L'Oreal showcased their #Summer Escape collection to over 700,000 women across Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities, from Ahmedabad to Vishakhapatnam and from Delhi to Bangalore. With close to 2.43 million impressions, the fashion-conscious and fashion-aware female audiences loved the immersive experience, spending close to 60 seconds engaging in the ad unit, extending to as high as 90 seconds on weekends. What's more, almost every time a user experienced the interactive ad unit, they visited the L'Oreal web store to browse through the product collection. Apart from driving brand engagement, the campaign powered rich insights for L'Oreal about consumer preferences around its #Summer Escape collection. With a history of delighting users through product innovation, L'Oreal Paris India, as a true pioneer, embraced mobile innovation to deliver on its endeavor of offering beauty for all.
We're worth it.
Okay, so you can see for yourself. Yes, this is how large-scale digital marketing can go. You plan your activities, okay, and you only target to reach out to certain place first, okay, and see how the sales go. Yes, for certain products, and also you are using technology such as what? Facial recognition. Yes, to some of us, our facial recognition is how good you can take your own selfie, okay, but in this kind of pandemic situation, facial recognition is the next hype here. Yes. Why? Because of, you want to lessen the touch point, right? So anything, no, you don't want people to go and try on the sample, the tester out there. We will use facial recognition to recognize your face features and then try on the cosmetic instead of going to the counter sales, right? And also, after you try, you can take a snapshot and then send it to your friends. They do all the like on your social media. You feel happy and you can straight away purchase from the website. So it's using a range of what? Yes, a range of platforms, what we call online channels, okay, to market their product or services. Of course, this kind you will need budget, honestly. Okay, let's look at this. And when you are dealing with digital marketing, okay, I would say it's just a tip of the iceberg thing that you will see or you will know. And if you are coming from a ground zero, okay, you just think that, I just put things on carousel and sell. That's it. That is already digital marketing. Actually, no, it's more than that. Remember, marketing means what? You're planning of strategies. Yes. So now you're packing all your strategies using online platforms. And some of these strategies or techniques, okay, that you can, it's group up in certain of these phrases, which some of you may be already familiar if you are dwelling with marketing already. But if not, you may see or hear some of these terms, such as what? Affiliate marketing. What is it? Actually, to me, affiliate marketing, I think old school days is like a partnership. Yeah. It's not like, when I start a business, I choose to be a sole proprietor or a partnership. No, not that kind of partnership. So it's more of who you find synergy with, okay? Which business out there, brands or products or services out there that you find some synergy with your own product or services. And you want to share resources with them. Yeah, that's what we term as affiliate marketing. Display advertising, yep. Old school days, we advertise in newspaper, magazines, radio, and TV, correct? So new school days, in the internet world, where do you put up advertisement? And how do those advertisements look like? So we'll term them as display advertising, okay? Content marketing, that's also another talk about item, yes, but not so much in this class or in this webinar, I would say, okay? But in those sessions, courses that you can find, okay? Content marketing is, yes, you're trying to tell people what you are promoting and selling through the sharing of content. So what is considered as content? So how can you build engaging content to attract your audience? So it's really a school out there. Search engine marketing, okay, you're sharing with people through search engine. Yes, what is this product or services that you're trying to promote through search engine? And you're placing an advertisement with search engine, okay? Social media marketing, which I believe some of you have already come on board using it, or whereby you try to use Facebook page or Instagram page or even through YouTube video or TikTok video to inform or to, I would say, to promote your products, okay, through social media means, yes, okay. But if you want, there's more that you can do with it. Of course, some of it, I would say a little investment is required unless you are very savvy and you pump in a lot of quality content, okay, so that you can attract or you can garner a lot of followers. Mobile marketing, I would say it will cross path with some of these marketing efforts there. Why? So long as people can see what you're trying to promote and sell through their mobile devices. Yeah. Because why? None of us will carry laptop and walk around to look at advertisement, right? We'll look at advertisement through our mobile devices. And in some countries, okay, if you're going international, mobile phones are more popular than having a laptop. Why? Because just like Malaysia itself, a mobile phone may easily cost you about 1,000 ringgit, but a laptop will cost you 7,000 to 8,000 ringgit itself. So which will be more preferred? Of course, it's a mobile phone, right? Or a tablet. Email marketing, yes. Some people say it's old school already. Actually, it's not. It's still the in thing, whereby people are trying to promote and sell their products, okay, through sending out emails, yes, or preparing emailers, or last time what you call them, e-newsletter, okay, old school name, EDM, okay, yeah, electronic direct mailers, right? Yeah. So all these are still, I would say, in the present moment, they are all still useful, okay? This other technique, yeah, you see I put a scuba diver here, right? Why? Is to tell you this is some chim knowledge, more in-depth knowledge, okay? But in order to learn this knowledge, it will be better if you are more, I would say, IT savvy in a way. So if you know what is internet, you know what is search engine, you know what is a website, okay? Some HTML coding, then that will be helpful. If not, if you go for such classes, you will find yourself, wow, being bombarded and you feel very intimidated, okay? This is very technical class to, yes, let people know that you have a website in the internet world without spending a single cent in advertisement, if possible, okay? So this is why people are willing to spend time and energy to learn what is SEO. Another thing that is good to know and in-depth knowledge also is dealing with analytics. That means how do you analyze the information that is collected, or we call it data, okay, and make it useful for you so that at the end of the day, you can translate this data into useful information to revamp your marketing activities. Yeah. So if you see numbers, you see stars. Okay. So today we're going to learn what are some tools that can help you to analyze these numbers, and it will help you if you're coming from a layman, okay, much easier. So as you can see, that's why I say digital marketing itself, the term is really the tip of the iceberg. So beneath this iceberg, there's a lot of planning out there. Yes, okay, these are planning of using different strategies, using all these different techniques out there to help you to make your product or services known in the internet world. Okay, so it's not just putting onto Carousel or Shopee or Lazada and just park there and sell. It may sell, yes, for short term, but if you want to sustain your business in the long run, careful planning, or you need to, yes, park your strategies, I would say at different stages of your business, okay? So eventually, what are we looking out for? Conversion, yes. What is this conversion? To put in layman term, what you are trying to do is to help your customers, okay, come from don't know about your product, which we term them as prospect, and then we provide them with some info, content, and things to know, okay, to transform them into, to generate some leads or interest to your product. And eventually we hope to, yes, lead them to become your customers. That's where the ka-ching will come in, right? Yeah. So this is the stage that we hope to bring in, okay, to transform your prospect eventually to become your customers through the using of digital marketing activities in the internet world, right? But before all else, you should also, yes, sit down and think about it. What stage is your product at now or your business at, okay? So we will definitely consider the goals. One of the important goals to consider is what? Brand awareness. Yes. Is your product a new product in the market whereby people doesn't know about the brand in it? Okay, all your product has been in the market for some time, but it has been forgotten. Yeah. So like I show you now, there are some brands here, right? And I believe some of you are already customers. Some have seen it in the supermarket, or you have walked around, you saw these shops. Yes, but you may not have become their customer yet. Okay, so, but knowing all these brands out there, and some people will tend to associate a certain brand with a certain solution. Okay, shall we have a try now? Okay, how important is this brand awareness? Huh? So everyone, we're going to do this activity now. What if I tell you now, Kelly, wow, I got headache. What would you advise me to take? Okay, let's do it through this Mentimeter. So everyone, can you just go to, let me give you the website link, okay? Yes, you can just type www.menti.com, okay? And then enter this Mentimeter. Okay, can you see in the chat box? We have this menti.com. Yeah, click into that link. And I'm going to give you, okay, let me stop share here first. Okay, I'm going to give you the code so that you can, yes, tell me. Okay, advise me what do you think I should take to relieve my headache. Okay, give me a minute. I don't know about you. Sometimes a rainy day or cloudy day, my computer will be a bit slower. The bandwidth itself, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to give you the code. Give me a minute here. Now I will share screen. Okay, can you all see my screen? Yes. Okay, and use this code 8426, then 8621. All right. Yes, thank you. And then, yes, type for me, what would you advise me to take if I got headache now? Me, Kelly. Yes, I got headache now. So how? Okay, so I have like 130 people, okay, more coming in. A lot of advice out there, yes, or advisors out there. Okay, and thank you all for participating. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see my screen, right? As you key in, okay, more advice comes in. You can see the cloud changes. What is the biggest word that is shouting out at you? Yes, the word Panadol, right? Yeah, Panadol is actually a brand. Yes. So you see, there's a lot of headache relief, so-called solutions out there. Some people will say paracetamol. Yes. So, excuse me. So paracetamol is actually the medication to take, which is available in several brands. So one of the brand names that is very popular is Panadol. Yeah. We also have like what? Telfast, Nurofen or Ibuprofen, all those kind of stuff, right? And also other solutions. Like some people say take 100 plus, or some will say take vitamins. Some will say take X oil. Yes, X oil is the cheapest. Correct, 70 cents. So you can see here, Panadol, it's a brand name and is highly associated with, yeah, how to relieve headache, okay? So just now we have done this, right? Later we'll have one more activity on this one. Yeah, okay? So just now we saw the results already. Panadol is the biggest shout out here. So let's look at the. So when it comes to brand awareness, a lot of people will associate your brand to be a solution for some of their problems out there, correct? Also because, yes, your brand has been highly visible in all those different platforms that is available, be it online or offline. But what if your product is new? It has not been in the market at all. Okay, that's where you want to generate leads or interest. Do not get this mixed up with generating sales. Okay, so why? Generating leads or interest, that means you're getting people to be interested. Yeah, okay, but they have not bought your product yet. So if they decided to buy eventually, that's where you are generating sales. So these are two different goals on its own. It's not the same. Okay, so don't associate them together. Just like, let me give you old school day analogy so that you can understand easier. Like those of you who have been in my class before, you know, I always like to use this, right? Use food. Okay. So let's say now I'm going to make you hungry. Think of fish ball. Okay. Now I'm manufacturing fish ball and distributing fish ball. But my fish ball is very unique. When you bite into the fish ball, it will ooze out durian paste. Wow, solid, right? Never think of it before, right? Who knows? One day you'll be very famous. Okay. Yeah. So old school days, what will happen? If you are the distributor, you'll be sending promoters to the supermarket, correct? And use your promoters to do what we call food tasting or food sampling to market your product. So when the promoter is cooking, they will use the smell to lure you to the counter. Okay, that's what we term as the old school days of generating leads or interest. Yes. Then after you try out, she'll give you a fishball to taste. And then, I like it. And you take a packet from her, walk to the cashier and pay for it. That's where we term as generating sales. Okay. So generating leads and generating sales is two different things. So new school days, same thing. In the internet world, what you're trying to do is turning prospects, okay, to become interested in your product. And then eventually buy your products to become your customers. One other way to for using digital platform is, yes, you want to update customers. Okay, why? Because it could be like now, due to the pandemic, a lot of businesses out there could be closed, right? Or they have not resumed yet, or they just started to resume. So you want to use like email, a simple way to update your customers that you are still in business. Yes. Okay. You may once a while want to say hi to your customers, tell them, okay, what are the safety measures you have taken and when is your shop going to open? Or what are the safety not safety measures. What else? Like for example, okay, what are maybe the new menu that you have come out for takeaway bento set, something like that. Okay, so you can easily just, not all the time is to sell. So the goal could be just using email to update your customers and let them know that you are still in business. Also to improve customer service. Yes. Do you know that last time, if you want to sign up for our NTUC LearningHub course, you cannot just sign up like that. You have to literally go down to the customer service counter, register in person with your NRIC. Yeah. So that we know you are who you are and you have to pay for it. Then you are considered registered. But due to COVID, what happened? We allow you to register online. Yes, you can go to our website. There's an online booking that you can register yourself for our courses. And then thereafter, you can even make payment online using PayNow. So you don't even need to step out of your house. So that's one way of how LHub has improved our customer service. Okay, we even provide you with a live assistant to chat with. Another of your goal could be just to generate traffic. Why? Maybe because last time you have your brick and mortar shop. Now you start to have a website. Yes, and then you want to generate traffic. We're not talking about traffic jam downstairs, folks. We're talking about visitors to your website. Okay, so you want to, yes, encourage them to visit your website. Or you also want to encourage them to visit your social media platforms, okay, such as Facebook, Instagram. Another goal, it could be, yes, just to engage with your customers. Why? Because last time we don't care who they are, right? They just walk into your shop and they buy and you say, thank you very much, bye-bye, off they go. But now, because of the ease of using internet, yes, you can easily know who they are. Why do you want to know? So that you can encourage them to do a repurchase. Yes, or you can keep up with them. Like all of you are prospects here for our webinar. Yes. So later on, you will all be kept updated with what? With emailers to remind you about courses and things like that. So that's how you want to engage with your customers also. Okay. Keep up with them so that you can provide them with more info, inspire them to become your leads, and eventually excite them even further so that they can become your customers. And all this cannot be done if you never put in effort. So it's not as easy as putting things on Lazada, Shopee, and Carousel to just sell. Okay, that will not sustain for long. So you need to plan goals to see at what stage your product is at now, I would say, or services is at now. And yes, what kind of customers or audience are you trying to speak to? Because different audience that you're speaking to, you will plan different strategies. Okay. So all these are the common goals, I would say, digital marketing goals that people would set for their business. And of course, you have to set your goals before you plan all your strategies, isn't it? So next, we're going to look at, yes, what are the things to consider if you are planning your strategies? So besides goals, you need to know who are your audience that you are talking to. Okay, is it new ones who doesn't know about your product? Or is it existing ones who already know what your product is selling, but okay, they want to find out more information? Or is it people who has already bought your product, but they've forgotten about you? Yes, and you want to remind them about it. So different target audience, you'll be using different platforms and you can plan different activities to talk to them. Okay, so-called talk, yes. Or engage with them again. And you need to know who are your competitors. If you don't know your competitors, then how are you going to beat them in the market, right? Yes, how do you know whether your product unique selling point is also theirs, is the same as theirs? So you need to know what are your competitors' unique selling point also, so that you can differentiate yours from them and inform your audience about that so that they can choose to buy your product, okay, other than your competitor's product. And that's where your sales will go up. And you can slowly plan what kind of platform you would like to use. And also, yeah, what kind of content will be suitable to convey your message, okay, to bring out your marketing activities. So there's something like we call it content calendar. Okay, HubSpot. Those of you who have not used, HubSpot is free. You can easily sign up an account with them and you can plan out your content It doesn't mean that once your content is set, you're going to launch it the next day. You can slowly plan out your content for the whole calendar year, okay? And also budget. Yeah, allocate your budget wisely. I always tell people, do not put all eggs in all basket. Why? So that, okay, you don't, I would say, risk yourself too much. So if you're not familiar with a certain platform, the eggs are your money, okay? The baskets are the different platform. So I would say you experiment it slowly, because why? Certain platforms will be more suitable for certain types of product or certain business nature. So it really depends on what business you're running, what product and services you are trying to promote. Yes, then you may want to try out using different marketing activities. And you will not know all this unless you sit down and do a report for yourself. Okay, then you'll be able to measure the difference. Okay, so hope this will give you some guidelines to head start as a head start to kick off your online business. So what are some of the platforms that you can consider, okay, to park your marketing activities on? Of course, the most popular and ready platforms are Shopee, Lazada. All of you are very familiar, right? Yes. It takes you very little effort. Why? Because all these platforms are ready for you, okay, as a seller to put your products up there. But other platforms such as your social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all this will require you to put in more effort, because you are coming out with your own content. You're coming out with your own, I would say, activities to engage your audience. Website, wow, even more effort. Okay, those of you who owns a website, we're going to talk about website later. Yes. Okay, so website will require you to have tuck in even more energy, effort, and even money also. Yes, to maintain the website. So it's not just starting a website and leave it hanging down there. No. Okay, so to maintain the websites will require resources such as time, money, definitely. Okay, and also some marketing activities to let people know that you have a website out there. Yeah, so we're going to discuss this later after we come back from the short break. And another platform, yes, people will still use email, okay, as a platform to get engaged with your audience. Okay, so folks, yeah, I know you've been hearing me talking, right? So let's go for our short break. Okay, yes, a bio break. Okay, if you have coffee halfway, bring your coffee over. Or yes, this is the time to do a quick run to the toilet, since I know you have just finished your lunch not too long ago. Okay, so we'll be back now. It's about 3:50. Okay, let's take it as about 3. Okay, shall we resume at 3:10? Okay, easier to remember, right? So let's come back at 3:10, shall we? Okay, thank you.
Hi, everybody. We understand that a number of you are all asking about whether the recording will be shared with you later on. Yes, the webinar recording will be posted on the NTUC Learning Hub YouTube page about 2 to 3 weeks after the webinar ends. So be sure to keep a lookout for that. And with that, I'll be handing the time back to Kelly. Kelly.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Yes, okay, stay with me. A few more interesting things to share with you guys. Yep. Okay, let me share my slides here. Okay, so this is the section that we're coming to next. It's to share with you some of the tips to creating web presence for your business. Yeah, of course, not to create a website here, okay? Not enough time. Yes, but later I will also share with you where can you pick up courses that can help you to, I would say, deepen your knowledge on how to build websites. Okay, so to create your web presence, okay, can we take a poll here? May I know who are whether you guys have a website out there? Yeah. Okay. So let's kickstart a poll here. Let's take about 1 minute. Share with me whether do you have a website, okay, or you are thinking of starting a website. Okay. Let me see. Wait, give me a minute. Okay, I'm going to start this poll session here. Let me stop share first. Okay, can you all see? Yes, okay. Let's look at this one. Can you click into it? So let's take a minute. Share with me whether, or share with us here, okay, whether you have your own website or are you thinking of starting your own website? And no intention of starting website or others. That is to say hi to me again. Okay, let's see what you guys have put up. So most of you are thinking of starting your own website, okay, which is good. If you are not, some of you already had your own website, okay, that's about 15% of you out of so many. Let me see. Okay, no intention of starting a website and others. Okay, so I have a few more people who are saying hi to me. Okay, let me share screen with you again on this part here. Yes. Okay. So does it mean that if you have a business, you must have a website? I would say in this digital era, okay, this digital world itself, it is recommended. Why? Because the website will be like a formal representation of your business. Yes. Okay. Of course, you can market through social media and let people know about your product or services through social media for the short run. But that means that you are depending highly on the social media. Yes. What if, touch wood lah, huh? What if one day Facebook closed down? Then all your content that is parked on Facebook, how? Yeah, it's going to close with Facebook closing down. Yeah. How about if, okay, one day Shopee says, okay, they're going to do other things. And then you park all your stuff into Shopee shop itself. Then how? That's why I will say eventually, if you're going to do your business in the long run in this digital world, it's better to create your own web presence. Okay. Oh, am I sharing slides? I thought I'm sharing. Sorry, let me just share here. Yes. Yeah, I'm so sorry about it. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, so in this case, to have a web presence, definitely you need to start off somewhere, right? So one of the somewhere to start is to register yourself. Yes, with a proper website address, or we call it the URL. So let's say, for example, I'm going to start up Kelly and do jewelry. Okay. I like to make my own jewelry, costume jewelries. So maybe I call it Kelly Jewelry. So should I have kellyjewelry.com or kellyjewelry.biz or kellyjewelry.net? Yeah, so all these different domain names, right? Of course, .com is the most popular. So that's where you decide. Okay, once you set your website address, you have to register for it. Of course, it's not free. And once you registered this address, you try not to change, because changing your website address, it will also eventually affect your search engine ranking. Okay. Then what else you need? You need to have a web hosting service. Yes. What's web hosting service? Imagine having a website. It's like you're publishing a book. Yeah. Now you're the author of a book. Okay. Then what happened? You need to put this book into a bookshop to sell, right? Otherwise, people didn't know that you have a book for sale. Yes. So a web hosting service is like a bookshop in the internet world. Okay, you are putting this bookshop, you are putting a book in the bookshop so that people know that, oh, you have this book for sale with all the content inside. So web hosting service, of course, there are a lot of companies dealing with this. Popular ones will be like Vodane, GoDaddy, okay, many others. Why? I would say they are quite competitive. So you may want to check out. Different companies will offer you different pricing. Yes. So you see which one suits you better. Okay, suits your budget better. And using different domain name also will be different price. My advice is please go with reputable companies. Yes. Some web hosting companies out there, they host for you free. Yeah. But of course, in exchange for something else. So you just need to make sure that they will not abuse your web content that you are hosting with them. Okay. And you don't want them to just rip off some of your content and use it for their own commercial purposes. So please do not go for the cheapest, but go for, yes, someone out there or some company out there that will actually protect your privacy, and will not abuse your data. Okay. Then you need to think of the design for your website. Why? Because depending on the design of your website, it's not just the colors, the theme, okay? It also the content that you're going to pour into your website. So you need to think of the design. So eventually, are you able to build it yourself? If your website is going to be very complicated, you may not be able to build it yourself, even though you are using some of those tools out there, such as WordPress, Wix, okay? All these are what we call CMS, okay? Content Management System, to help you to build your website. We even have things like Shopify, yes, not Shopee, and not Spotify. Those are your music platform. Here we are talking about a tool to build your online shop. It's known as Shopify, okay? So whether you have the capability or the savviness to build your own website, if not, yes, then you may want to hire a web developer, okay? It could be a freelancer or coming from an agency. Definitely all this will cost you money. So nothing is free in this world, really. Okay, so once it's done, yeah, your website is ready. What's next? You need to promote your website. Otherwise, you can do it so nicely, but nobody knows you have a website out there. Then it defeats all your effort out there to showcase your product through your website, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So think about it. What's some good info to know? So if you do have a website out there, you may want to check this out. Okay. Whether your website, is it audience focused? Okay. What do I mean by audience focused? That means is your website talking to the audience or people who are coming to visit your website? Can they find what they want? Yes. And that's another term that you will come across very often. People call it the UX. What is that? User experience. Yes. So if they can find what they want in your website, the UX will be very high, right? That's why there are people out there who are conducting courses, such as how to improve your UX for your website or something like that, right? Yeah. It is important to know what your audience is looking out for. And also, when you plan your content in your website, Is it just chunks of paragraph, or are you going to put a lot of images out there? And all these images is also proprietary. So be careful of what images you use for your website. You cannot just repeat off Google itself. Yeah. So there are some websites like unsplash.com or pixels.com, okay, that you can get free images and they are copyright free. And also good to plug in keywords. Yes. Why? Because this will highly relate to later on if you need to do any search engine optimization, okay, or we say this technique of SEO. And also have to be consistent with your branding, okay, whether, the colors that you use, okay, the English that you pack in to write your web content, okay, is it speaking to your audience or not? And always pack in quality images and video. Yes, okay. So one, I would say, complementary skill for yourself is to go and learn things like image editing. Yeah, how to edit the image so that your picture can speak to your audience. Okay. And videos also, yes, how to edit the video in such a way that you showcase the highlight of your product. You bring out the unique selling point of your product. And lastly, you need to update your website. Okay. How regular is regular? For website, I would suggest, okay, if you update your website once in 3 months or once in 6 months, too long. Yes. Why? Because we're talking about the internet world whereby everything is 24/7. So if you take so long to update your website, people go in and out once a while, and then they find that, nothing is new. Then they will forget about coming in already. They will rather go to your competitor's website because they update regularly. So how regular is regular? I would say it's good if we can once a week, if not at least once a month. Just imagine yourself walking into a shopping mall and the shops there are always the same for the next 6 months. The display is always the same. Aren't you sick of visiting that shopping mall? You will try new shopping mall, right? That provides you with some new excitement out there, new shop display, and with a lot of activities to inspire you to go back to the shopping mall itself. Same thing, your website must create a lot of hype also, that you want to inspire your audience to come and visit you again, okay? So let me share with you, for example, what I mean by audience focus and clear and concise info. Let's look at this website here. Wait, let me just, okay. I believe all Singaporeans will know this website, right? Ever since we start working. So CPF board itself. Can you see the website? CPF board, what is the team color? The corporate color is green, right? Green and white. So you can see they use a lot of their green and white in the theme itself. And they provide you with a lot of info here. Yes. Okay. And they will give you all the schemes, the tools, the services that you are looking out for them. Okay. And they use what? Call to action button to direct your attention. See, they're going to make changes to your CPF contribution rate. Do you know about it? If not, please start reading about it. Okay. How about Gardens by the Bay? Yeah, see, this is another website here. We are familiar, okay, but it's of a different genre. Gardens by the Bay is like an attraction, right? So what is important here? Ticket sales. You see, they put specially in a separate color, a different color. The e-shop, they do sell plants in their e-shop, no, And what else? Yes, they will showcase to you what is their highlight there with very nice pictures taken, okay? And also they will share with you some of their, now you have this, I would say a hype here to use the word story. Everybody likes to tell some story. Isn't this like the old school days? We call it as testimonial. Yeah, okay. So new school days, we call them stories. Okay, so you see again, very beautiful pictures to inspire you to visit them, isn't it? And they also show you statistics. They are the #1 attraction in Singapore based on TripAdvisor, okay? And furthermore, what other attraction, so-called activities they are carrying out. So everything is very precise with very good images out there to attract you or so-called to entice you, but without chunks of paragraph. Very different genre from what? From the CPF board, okay? So this is how you can create your website to speak to your audience. And remember I mentioned website represents, yes, a formal way of talking to your audience that is showcasing your product and services, okay, in the internet world for you. It's just like showing a name card to your customers. So you can see from those websites, one common thing is they use a lot of call to action button. Yes, or sometimes we call it the CTA button. Why? Because you want to guide, okay, your audience to go and do something in your website. Yes, so it's instruction for your audience to do something. So for example, you always see the next step, correct? Or if your website design allows it, you may want to click to call front desk. So there's no hard and fast rule how your call to action button should look like. Just that it has to blend in with your website, okay? And make sure that it's prominent, yes, so that people can look at the call to action button and click on it to act on it. Why do you want to park this? Because you may be tracking, yeah, how many people actually read the important information, just like the CPF board. Just now we had to learn more because the change in the CPF rates next year, correct? So they want to track how many people actually click on the learn more to read out or to read up on the news, new updates on this info, okay? Or Gardens by the Bay, you can see that they actually had what? Where's the call to action button? Here. Leave a review. Yeah, so all these are different call to action button, okay? All this also COVID-19 advisory. So they will make sure that you read all this important info. And where do you park call to action button? Normally it's on the right side. Yes, why right side? Because since young we are trained to read a message from what? Left to right. Yeah, okay. So after they read finish the message, you want them to act on it. That's why call to action button is parked on the right side. Sometimes it may be used as a section break that is parked in the middle. Okay. Never, I would say very rare. I see people park call to action button on the left. Okay, very, very rare. So all this deals with your website design. How you make your website, okay, accessible, easy to navigate for your audience so that they want to come back and visit your website over and over again. Yeah. So updating your website is important. And they know that you are current with the what? With the industry news. So not just update news about yourself, your products, okay? You could be updating them about your, yes, industry. All right. These are also important. And good to know what? Yeah, what type of content people want to read from you, okay? So you can see this is a statistics done by Hootsuite, yes? And you can find it in this data portal here, okay? datareporter.com, yeah. So I got it from there. This is the latest data. These are what people has done, the back-end homework for you already. What kind of content they want to see in the internet world, okay, that will attract them. So it's good to know such data so that you know what kind of content to put up in your website or even in your social media, all right? So next, we're going to talk about, yes, social media. Okay, so what are the social media platforms available for marketing your business? So this is what we're going to look about, take a look at it. Earlier on, I mentioned, right, these are the different digital marketing platforms. So knowing about your products already, your DM goals, okay, then you need to know what are the platforms to put up to reach your DM goals. Okay, DM is digital marketing goals. So we talked about website earlier. Now we're going to touch on social media. Okay, so you have like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Are they the only social media around? Not really. So let's do an activity here. Okay. You may find some of these icons very familiar, right? Okay. I want you to name me, okay, 3 social media platforms that you have an account with, okay? If you just have with one, then you just put one. You just put the one that you had an account with. Don't give me account name. So if you have an account with Facebook, then you just put Facebook, okay? Where? In Mentimeter. Remember just now we tried the Mentimeter? Yeah, you can just go to menti.com again. And I'm going to give you the code word. Yes. So you key in the code here and you click on submit. Okay. Yeah. So once you click on submit, after I give you the code, wait, just hang in there. And then, yes, then we will be able to see 3 options there for you to key in. Okay. So if you just have Facebook, just type Facebook. No need to put in all. But these are the social media platforms that you have an account with. No account, don't put. Okay. Yeah. Then after that, you just click submit. All right. So give you 1 minute. Let me go to, I will stop share first. Let me give you the code here. Okay. Can you see? Yes. Please go to menti.com. You can see in the chat box, my colleague has already put in for you. And then that is the code. Okay. So let's key in what is the Facebook, what is the social media platform that you have an account with. Just name me 3 will do. Yeah. No account, don't put anything. Okay. How come got face one? Facebook lah. Okay, okay. So again, you can see the pattern changes. Yeah. So key in. Once you finish, you have to click on submit, right? Yeah. To submit it in. Okay, let's see. We have about 165 of you who have tried, and I see the figures still building up, sure. But can you see what is the biggest or which are the social media platforms that is shouting out to you now? Yes, FB, right? You're correct. Facebook. Okay, so Facebook is one, I would say it's one of the most popular social media platform adopted by our locals here, be it whether you're Singapore citizens or not. Okay. Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, yes, these are the up and coming, not say up and coming, they have also been with you. So it doesn't mean that no, you are the only person using this. And it doesn't also mean that, okay, one person will have only just one social media platform. You may be one person, but you may have 3 or 5 social media platforms that you are linked to, correct? Yeah. So why do I ask such things? Okay, let me stop share first. So if you're a marketing person, okay, or business person, you are planning, where can I put up my products? In which social media platform to market my products, to let people know what I'm trying to promote and sell here. Okay, so yes, this is what I'm going to sharing with you next. Okay, over already. Okay, so again, these people has already done some back-end homework for you. Yeah. Okay. So to learn more on how to pack up activities in each of your social media, of course, there's precise courses that you can go for, such as social media marketing. Yeah. Those are normally a 2-day class. I would say normally 2 days lah. Very rare is 1 day. Not enough time to share. So normally a 2-day class or a 3-day class to share with you what are some of the tips and tricks of doing social media marketing itself. What are some of the strategies that you can pack using social media platforms? Okay, but before that, okay, to let yourself understand better, okay, can you see my screen? Yep. So before that, to let yourself understand better, you may want to use some of these reports. Yes, which people has already done the back-end homework for you. Okay, this report is done by Hootsuite and We Are Social. Okay, they are like a social media agency. Okay, and they have informed you that what? You have increased number of social media users out there. So you can see that as the year goes by, more and more people are using social media. So for you as a business person, what is important? It's important for you to know, yes, what type, which platform is used so that you can reach out to your audience. Okay, where do you park your money? Remember we talked about how many eggs to put in how many baskets? Yeah. So by looking at such statistics, it may give you a better idea. But does it mean that, oh, since Facebook is the most popular one, I should park my money and put it all just for Facebook marketing itself? May not. Okay, why? Because your product or services, sometimes you may want to speak to the lesser known audience. Yes, many people may have already know your product through Facebook, but some audience out there, like maybe, people who are in Pinterest, they do not know about your product. So you may want to, yes, use Pinterest as a platform to generate leads instead, or generate interest for your product instead, okay, of just going straight for Facebook, whereby it's very competitive out there. Let me give you an example. Like Razer, you all know Razer, right? The big company that's doing all the gaming products. They also came out with a range of gaming chairs. Yes, very nice office chair, okay, for gamers. Yeah, but besides reaching out to Facebook or through Instagram, they also, yes, reach out to social media platform that is utilized by the gamers. One of them that is popular, do you all know about it? It's known as what? Discord. Yeah, whereby a lot of gamers are on board, whereby they chat among themselves. So they may also want to advertise using such platform to reach out specifically and speak to only the gamers. All right. You may also want to reach out based on what? Territory. Yes. Okay, because you're just marketing in Singapore. So you may just want to, you may think that Facebook is number one, right? Wrong. YouTube. Okay, that's the most used social media platform, okay, for this year, or consolidated through last year. So YouTube is the most popular, followed by the rest. So this is where you can decide which platform, okay, you may want to use to reach out to your audience, okay? And then based on the platform that you have selected, then you think of what content will be suitable to put up on those platforms, such as YouTube. If you're talking about just reaching out through YouTube, no need to put anything else. Just put video. Yes. Okay. Or if you're thinking of talking to your customers via Instagram, then you can just choose between video and photos or images. Yeah. So don't give chunks of paragraph. People may not be interested. Okay. And your video must be short. Whereas YouTube, your video can be slightly longer. So the duration does matter also when you put those kind of video content in different social media platforms. And what time to put up those content, like YouTube. Okay, to post YouTube content, I would suggest 7 p.m. at night. Why? Because that's where people can look at your content fresh. Like you and I, if we are busy now, will you be looking at YouTube video? No. We only look at YouTube video where? at night, whereby we are off work, maybe after dinner or during dinner, right? So a good time to post in YouTube will be after 7 p.m. Okay, but Instagram, a good time to post in Instagram. Some people will say, okay, 7 p.m. Sure, after work. But I would think a good time to post is at 4 p.m. Why? Because most of us will knock off at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, correct? 4 p.m. is where you start to stand up, or from then onwards, you start to stand up, take your toiletry bag and go to the toilet to put some fresh makeup. And at the same time, you'll be scrolling your phone. So that's where you will look at fresh posts, right? Yeah, so different social media platform that you have selected, the time to post also play a part. So how do you get to know all this better? You may want to, okay, go and pick up courses like social media marketing course, Facebook marketing, okay, or some of those simpler or easier to understand digital marketing introduction course, okay. Now, how about looking at this? After you know where to park your campaign or you plan your activities, yes, using those platforms, what's next? Of course, you need to analyze, yes, to evaluate. So here I'm going to share with you what are the insight tools that can help you to evaluate your campaign effectiveness, okay, on those digital marketing platforms that you have selected. There are different tools for different platforms, okay, such as if you are using website. Of course, the most popular tool is Google Analytics. Why? Yeah, it's a product by Google itself, and it's provided free to do what? To analyze your website activities, okay? How do you know whether your website need to revamp or not? How do you know the visitors to your website, they can get what they want? Okay, so all these are the tools to analyze your website activities, such as Kissmetric, Moz. Another one is called Crazy Eggs, okay? But Google Analytics is most popular because it's free. Then you also have tools like Hootsuite. Wow, what is this? Okay, this is to analyze your social media platform. Yes, of course, individual social media, okay, like Facebook, Instagram, they have their own built-in insight tool. But if you want to be more, I would say, use it in a more productive manner, you may want to consider using outside of those tools, okay? That means you can purchase like Hootsuite, okay, or Sprout Social, or this is not Buffet, this is Buffer, yeah, okay? These are tools to help you to manage your social media account, yes. So if you park campaign up to various social media platforms, you can use Hootsuite, all this to help you to park your campaign, to post it at the date that you wanted, and then thereafter to track your campaign also. MailChimp, okay, quite cute, right? This is not MindChamp, this is MailChimp, yes. And this other Constant Contact. What can they do? They can help to, yes, this is tools for you to analyze your email marketing activities. Yeah. So it doesn't mean that you just send out your emailers and then that's it. Thank you very much. No. Okay. So you can actually track your emailers. Is it effective? People are looking at your emails or not. Okay. And later on, did they click on further to go to your landing page or to go to your website? Okay. So now I'm going to share with you a short video regarding how Hootsuite can be useful for you. So sit back, relax, and watch the video. Yeah, let me just share this.
Measuring social media performance across multiple networks can be time-consuming and makes managing the results difficult. Hootsuite Analytics solves this problem. It's an easy-to-use tool for measuring the success of your social media efforts. Access Hootsuite Analytics in the sidebar. Here, you'll see two main areas: post performance and reports. Post performance shows your published content. with an overview of how it was received by your audience. Here, you can set the date range and edit the columns to show metrics that are most relevant to you, like comments or video views. Let's now look at the reports area. You can create customizable and shareable reports geared precisely to the reporting needs of your organization. There's overview reports of individual networks and mixed overview reports with aggregated metrics across multiple social networks. The reports area also has pre-made templates for monitoring the performance of individual networks. Hootsuite users with more advanced reporting needs should take advantage of custom reports, which can be built out using only the metrics that are important to you. Hootsuite Analytics also has team and time metrics, depending on your plan type. Team metrics enable admins to track team member productivity. Team metric reports can be customized to include valuable measures like first response time and resolution time.
Okay, so what I've just showcased to you, yes, it's quite a short video demo, but this is how Hootsuite can make your life easier as a business person. Okay, behind the scene, it can do all this analytics for you. It can help you to also send out posts simultaneously to various social media platforms. That's why it's known as a social media management tool. Okay, so all this, of course, it's impossible to learn it within 1 day or 2 days. Yeah. So if you do go for further of this classes, that's where you pick up more, of course. So why do you need to spend so much time and effort to analyze data? What do you want to know? You want to know your user. Yes. Who are users? Visitors to your website or visitors to your social media. You want to find out why do they behave like that? Okay, so that you can reach out to them at a better time, and also you can know what interests them, okay, or what entices them or attracts them to visit your website or to visit your social media, so that you can, yes, put in relevant content and update your content regularly so that you can keep them interested and engaged with you at all times, so that you don't lose them in the what? In the internet world, because there's tons and billions of websites out there, right? And billions of social media accounts out there. A lot of businesses are like you, fighting for the same audience. Okay, so you want to beat your competitors in the market, you need to know all these things. And yes, analyze all the info that you have collected so that you can revamp your business as quickly as possible, or revamp your content as quickly as possible. Okay, anything online, very fast, 24/7. Yes. So then how to know better? Now I'm going to move on. Yeah, courses that can help you to deepen your knowledge in this. So what I'm sharing with you here within these 2 hours is really just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, your better learning will be done in such courses, like for example, I think LHub, we have this 2-day class. Okay, it's known as e-commerce campaign management. So that in these 2 days, what you do is, yes, there'll be an ebook, or if you're on an online class, and yes, you'll be showcased some of these things that I have mentioned. Of course, you may not be able to remember all. Okay, so again, in class, you'll recap some of these issues or concerns that you have. I see them going on in the chat box. Okay. And this is more of prepping you with the knowledge. Why? Because in order to know how to do something, you must have the foundation first. You must have the knowledge first. Yeah, before you can perform, correct? So this is the knowledge part. A 2-day class to prep you, and we are using the syllabus of ICDL. What's ICDL? International Computer Driving License. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. But at the end of the day, there's no license to drive car. There's only license to use the computer. So here is like your basic license to showcase that you have basic knowledge in digital marketing. Of course, there will be a test at the end of the day. Okay. So those of you who are already more well-versed, then how? This is the next course that you can go to. It's known as the Enhanced Digital Marketing course. Okay, it's with practical session. So this is the doing course. Yes. So before you come to this doing, make sure you understand what is going on first. If not, within these 2 days, I would say your learning is also not very fruitful. Okay. So people who comes for such classes, preferably you already know what's going on in the marketing or digital marketing arena, and you are well versed with computer also. If not, then how? Some people come for such classes without proper understanding. They even ask, where to click in the mouse? You say click this icon. Where's the icon? What is called icon? Wow, wrong class. Okay, so make sure you have basic computer knowledge first. How to use your keyboard, how to use your mouse, how to save your file, how to open a file to retrieve images. All this you need to know first. Yes, okay, before you come for such classes. It's a 2-day class on its own. And some of you may be already planning the marketing activities. You may want to help up with content. Okay, so in this case, you may want to join this class. There is a content marketing strategies course. It's a 2-day course, also with practical session to share with you how you can connect content, okay, in various platforms and to showcase your product through the usage of using different content itself. So it's a practical session. The trainer in class will showcase to you, and then thereafter you will also do some quick discussion, and at the end of the day, I think you need to do a practical performance. That means you need to do a demo back for your trainer, okay, in order to be certified pass. So all this you can find out more. Go and check out with our sales team, okay? And lastly, to help you even better, yes, our NTUC is a social enterprise, correct? Okay, so besides using your Skills Future credit, we do have other grants and schemes that can help you. Some of you may be already spending or spended. Okay, no lah. You have already utilized all your Skills Future credit. So how? Okay, so there are other assistants out there to help you. And if you're running your business, you may also want to check out like Enterprise Singapore. Okay, who are they? They also provide financial assistance for startup that is planning to go digital. So you may also want to check out their website for more info. All right, folks. Okay, so not too bad. I'm quite on time. So I have my last 10 minutes here for Q&A session. Okay, yes. So you may want to park some of the things. Let me see what you guys have put up. Okay, I see that is it Linden Tang, is it? Okay, you say, how do we decide on a .com, .net or whatever? Okay, I would say .com is the most popular. Okay, of course, .net is the up and coming, but sometimes your preferred so-called website address may not be available for you. Why? Because already so-called choked or reserved by other people. Okay, so most probably I would say you may want to try out .com first because it's the most popular. Okay, but if it's not available, .net, .info, .biz, all these are also okay to try. Okay, it's just like like all of you are buying HDB flat, right? If everybody goes for matured estate, then how? The new estate nobody wants. Yeah. So it's not a matter of which domain you choose, but eventually is how you publicize your domain. That means how you market your website address to be known in the internet world. Okay. How about an app? What is an app? I don't quite understand. Okay, Michelle mentioned, can you provide registration or info link for the 3 courses mentioned? Okay, this one, I think I will leave it to my sales guy to do it. So sales, is your site, okay. Then some of you mentioned, when is the right time for a business to start having a website? instead of relying on other platforms such as Carousel or Instagram? Good question, Charles. Okay, so it depends on you as a business owner. Okay, if you find that your sales has been picking, you can kickstart small first. Now we are talking about small business owner. Okay, you can kickstart small by having a Facebook page, let people know about your product or services first. Okay, then thereafter you find that, hey, you have garnered a lot of interest already. Okay, so meanwhile, at the back end, while you are hyping up all this interest or enticing people to generating leads for your social media account, that's where at the back end, simultaneously, you can also start building your website. Don't wait until one stage finish, then you start the next stage. You can do it concurrently. That's why for people who are more IT savvy, sure, okay, you can do it, no problem. But if not, then how? Of course, you can't do everything yourself, right? That's where you will need to engage, web content creator, okay, or people who are like what we call web developer, okay, to help you to do your website. Then you can focus your energy to run your business better. Yes. So you may not be the so-called one-man show in this whole digital marketing planning itself. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I see your question. Someone asked, apart from using website, we can use app. Of course you can. Okay. If you have the resources, I think all of you are already embarked on using it. You have been using what? Shopee, Lazada, Q10, Carousel. Last time got eBay some more, right? Yeah, eBay is still in. Okay, so you're using all these apps to promote your product or services, correct? Of course, if you want, you have the resources and the money, you can build your own mobile app. Yes, so you can get your audience to download your mobile app. Again, you need to publicize your mobile app. Otherwise, people didn't know that you have a mobile app, right? Okay, let's see. Cheryl asks, besides GoDaddy, what are other recommended website hosting service? Well, we have another website hosting service called Vodane, okay, as in Vodien, okay, Vodane. And Vodane itself, I would say, not too bad. All these, of course, they are not the cheapest. It's just that they are more, I would say, popular with Singapore companies because they are more reputable. Remember, I say web hosting service, they are like bookshop. You don't want to put a book in a bookshop to sell, then the next day the bookshop closed down, right? Yeah. So you want to find more reputable company to host your content so that you are ensured that they are around and there's some cyber security taken care of within the company itself, and your website will not be easily hacked. Okay, so unlike all those who are cheaper in the market, some of them are hosting for you in Philippines, in India, and all this. They are very cheap, or even in US. Okay, but the credibility of such company, yes, is the big question mark out there. Okay, so evaluate before you decide to host with them. Thank you. Whoever typed there, vodane.com. Thank you very much. All right, I think I'm almost there already. Okay, the rest of some of the sales questions out there about courses and all this, I think I'll leave it to the sales team to answer to you, all right, after the webinar itself. Okay, and thank you very much, everyone, for staying with me for this webinar. And also, I know it's a rainy day out there. So let's continue to stay safe, okay, physically and mentally, okay, and be healthy out there. And I hope to see you guys in my classes someday. Yeah, okay. So take care, stay safe.
A very big thank you to our speaker and to each and every single one of you for being such a wonderful audience. So ladies and gentlemen, we're now at the end of the webinar and would love to receive your feedback. So once you exit this session, you will be shown a Zoom survey link on your browser. Simply complete this short survey and you may just be one of our 2 lucky participants to bring home $10 fair price online vouchers. Now, if you do wish to go for more in-depth training, then please visit NTUC LearningHub website to find out more about their courses. For busy professionals who prefer learning at your own pace, NTUC LearningHub has made learning accessible anytime, anywhere through an online learning platform, LHub Go. Also, remember to check out our other Skills Future Month 2021 webinars at www.skillsfuturemonth.sg and follow us on our social media channels to be notified of future events and promotions. Once again, thank you so much and have a fantastic day ahead.